Hey, yo, what is good? This is your boy, Vega the Chosen, from the HipHopHeads podcast, thecryptonline.com. This is the Listening Sesh. Yeah, that, the Listening Sesh. This is where we review albums, new and old, give you the rundowns, tell you all about them, and then we rate them on a scale from 1 to, or 0 to 5 if we really dislike it. All right, so let's get right into it. Today's album is from the year 2003. It dropped July 29th. It is an EP by Cage, aka Chris Palco, aka Alex the Worm King, aka Cage Kennels. All right. It came out July 29th, 2003. So we just celebrated 20 years since this album dropped. Oh my gosh. I remember when it dropped, I got it day one. All right. I was up on it. This was, I'm going to say, right before I joined the army, right beforehand. Wow, that's bringing it back. Um, yeah, wow. Or maybe I was in. Oh, you know what? Maybe I was in the army and the Harmonator sent this album to me. Maybe that's what it was. I really think I had it. No, I had it before I joined the army. I know this for a fact. Yeah, because I went in basic training in August, so I definitely had this. Released on Eastern give you a little tidbit about the life there. It was released on Eastern Conference Records. Okay, it's an EP. It contains 9 tracks. It is 28 minutes and 10 seconds long. You've got features from Tame One and Kamuteo on here. You have production from Mighty Mai, Reef, Kamuteo, EMZ, Seb, RJD2, and J Zone. Um, a lot of great producers on here. A lot of great producers. Okay, so the runtime is under 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 10 seconds long. Um, for me, it's a great album. I always love this album. Super dope. Front to back, it's really, really solid. It starts off with the intro, little something produced by Cage and Mighty Mai, and then it goes into Summer in Hell, which I think is a great track, also produced by Mighty Mai. Then you get the Leak Brothers joint with Tame One, produced by Reef, which is just nasty. Then you got the Come to Daddy featuring Kamuteo. Kamuteo also handling the production on that. And that track I really love too. I feel like it's a recycled verse from Kamuteo, but I could be wrong. Maybe I just listened to it a billion times. So I think that, or maybe it's from a freestyle that he did before. You got the Underground Rap Star, which going back to this album, I played that one quite a bit. I gave it a few spins. I thought I loved it. I thought it was super dope. And then you got um, Weather People by RJD2, which was fantastic. Love that track. And then Fresh Out the Morgue, the Weather People got the ill horror sample on it too. If real heads will know. And then you got the Fresh Out the Morgue, which is just super fucking dope. Mighty Mike killed that. It's a short one, but it really leaves an impact. And then you got the Too Much remix by J Zone. Uh, I like that, but I like the OG version a little better. Still really good. The only track that really doesn't hold up for me on here is Haterama, produced by Seb. One, I don't like the beat that much, and I just think the diss is aged poorly. At the time I loved it. I was crazy about it, especially that one that I feel like they had it on like a Locks beat or something, or Jadakiss beat or something. I could be wrong. Maybe it was a Dipset or something. But either way, good stuff. This once again, it's just I don't know. I don't like the beat, and then I feel like the beef and the diss ended not great. It was a bad look in the end, and that's unfortunate. But doesn't matter. right? Who cares? We're talking about Cage still again, 20 years later. Crazy. Now, I might be biased because once again I said I had gotten this when it came out, and I've been listening to it for 20 years. I love it. Still have my OG copy. It's out in Saab here. Um, but I'm not going to be too biased on my review. If I were to rate this, in today's ears, even though I really love it and love 95% of the songs on here, I'm going to give this album a solid 3 out of 5. All right, platform folks. I really enjoy this album. I think it's really dope. I find for myself, it's a classic. I can always go back to it. It's like hanging out with an old friend. You know, Cage got the ill album cover here too. He's got the dip cigarette. It looks fucking fantastic. The whole thing is just great. If you're not a Cage fan, I think you should check it out. If you're a new person, new listener, maybe you'd never heard Cage before, I think this is a great album to kind of just jump in for a good less than 30 minutes and you're off. And you can hear a lot of what he has to offer here. From at least you also get the Elite Brothers and some Nighthawks material here, you know so that's really cool. And then you also have the collaborations with RJ, Mighty J Zone, so you get all the greatest hits here. Super dope. I think a timeless album for me. 3 out of 5. I am your boy Vega. This is the Listening Sesh, the CryptonLine.com, the Hip Hop Heads podcast. Check that out. We love y'all. Peace, alright?